At the time I'm releasing this video, I assume that everyone has heard about the whole safety net situation. In case you haven't, I'll go ahead and cover that in this video. But basically, I wanted to go ahead and give my thoughts on it. I let, news speculate. I let a lot of people, get their thoughts out there for a few days just so I can understand a little bit more of what's going on before I go ahead and make a video about this. But I also want you guys to let me know how you feel about this whole safety net issue. And if you don't know yet, just stay throughout the video. I'll explain everything I know and everything I understand, and then you guys can let me know at the end of the video. Let's hop straight into this. So shout out to Carrie for this. He said that devices with root/jailbreak, I don't even know what rooting is, but I'm assuming that's another way to modify your phone or something. A modified version of Dokkan or hardware that has been modified won't be able to log in into Dokkan anymore. Alright, Safety Net's full implementation has finally arrived, and then he says down here that this basically means RIP farming bots as well for those getting their high hopes up. So, I've used farming bots all the time to do giveaways, right? Like I'll farm up a bunch of different stages, I'll summon in like a live stream or something, and then I'll go ahead and do a giveaway for that account, right? So, it's gonna be very, very tough to do. I don't even think that's possible anymore, unfortunately, right? But there's a lot more things that are being affected by this. So, Carrie says, private servers and change junctions. I have no idea what a change junction is, but private servers basically means no more early showcases, right? When a new unit drops, we won't be able to rely on a truth video about, about how good the unit is before we actually summon. Right now, it's going to be a thing of, okay, you want to see how good the unit is, you got to summon, right? Or you got to wait for truth to finish his rainbow and level 10 links to go ahead and showcase the unit at their max potential. So there's no, it's going to be very hard. You can estimate based off of what a character does, but it's going to be very hard to see what their potential is until, they're fully rainbowed, maxed out, and not everyone's going to be doing that, right? So it's going to be a little tough. Bots are going to be done. So again, farming bots, whether you use a bot to farm missions or links. I don't even know is there a bot for farming links? I don't even know. But stones, I know there's a lot of bots for farming stones. That's not going to be possible anymore. Asset downloaders. So this right here affects the homie. All right, I almost feel like for him a little bit, actually a lot, because dude, like look, Dokkan assets, man. The goat here, the goat himself. He is known for none other than Dokkan assets, right? So it's like this kind of like hurts me in the fact that it hurts him so much, and I wonder, like, I don't know, dude. This side of the safety net thing, in my opinion, is what I don't like about it. Now, I think there are some pros, and we'll get to that in just a second. I just want to cover all this negative stuff first because, get the negative out the way. But like, this is affecting a homie, right? This is where things start to get personal for me. It's affecting early showcase. I love to tune into early showcases, but it actually affects everyone in the community, right? Whether you think about it or not. If you watch early showcases, it affects you as well. So this is affecting every single person. But homie Dokkan assets, this whole page is about Dokkan assets. It's gonna be, I don't know. That's tough, bro. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. That's tough, dude. DBZ.space and the Dokkan wiki. This is another thing. So DBZ.space, I don't really use DBZ.space too much anymore, but Dokkan wiki I use a lot for videos and stuff like that. Now it's going to be affected. I just don't know how this will be affected. I mean, eventually I do believe the Dokkan wiki will eventually have the info for new units and stuff, but I think it's going to take them longer to implement new, images, new all that type of stuff, because again, no one can actually download these assets and use them, or at least for the time being. So again, I don't know how exactly Dokkan wiki and DBZ.space is going to be affected, but I believe that the information that these two sites post will be delayed by maybe a few hours or something like that. So it's going to be pretty tough to record videos when new units drop and to cover them on Dokkan wiki or DBZ.space, right? Early showcase YouTubers, giveaway summon YouTubers. Yeah, so I'm not a giveaway summon YouTuber, but I have done giveaways for large accounts and stuff like that. But yeah, anyone who does early showcases is going to be pretty tough. I don't think it's possible. I would assume that the homie Hydros can find a way, or maybe Carrie can find a way. I'm not too entirely sure, but Trident has always prevailed. Hydros, I should say. Hydros has always prevailed when it comes to that. I'm not saying I'm expecting him to, but I just wonder what's the possibility of him or Hydros or even Carrie or any data miner actually accessing this information. And then to data mining to some extent. So yeah, exactly. I don't know to what extent it's not possible anymore, but data mining again is gonna be pretty tough. That's why I think Dokkan Wiki and DBZ Space is gonna they're gonna have a harder time releasing info as quick as they usually do. And then news about Dokkan from Twitter third-party users. Okay, so by third party I think he means Air Dokkan. I think he means I seriously Luca, like people like that. Again, this is definitely the bad version of or like the bad effect, right? Of the safety net situation. Now, someone said here, cracked eggs. Shout out to you, bro. He said also no more extended OSTs. I don't know how to feel about that one in particular, but Dokkan Acid said nope, that won't be affected. Just won't be right after the download. I already have an easy workaround that safety net can't patch. So there you go. Now there's a lot of other negatives I need to continue addressing here. So one is just more specifically the Dokkan Wiki. These are 3 users that were just talking, I guess. Lockheed SR71 said, yeah, hopefully they remove some of it back because it's a pointless feature 6.5 years into the game. I don't really know what they're talking about here. Nelson said, it's nothing to do with me, but I feel bad for those who are affected. Yes. Again, I think everyone is affected, dude. Like, if you watch early showcase videos, even if you don't like depend on them, you don't love them or whatever, just to see what the unit does, it's going to affect you because you can't watch it anymore, right? And then Horace said, I haven't seen anyone mention it, but this update will also stop our wiki from uploading new content since a lot of it relies on images, original assets, and info from the game's database. So that's how the wiki is going to be affected as well. So we have YouTubers, Twitter pages, the Dokkan Wiki, DBZ out of space, Dokkan, like everything, dude, is being affected from this, right? Everything is being affected from this. To continue on, we have a comment from Truth here. He says, I talked to someone in the know, and I was told the reason Dokkan is implementing safety net now is almost certainly from when they accidentally left the database unprotected last week. They did not like everyone having a field day with the data. So if you guys don't know what he's talking about, basically a few days ago, Dokkan released a lot of unintentional information, such as like link level rates, I think summon rates, a bunch of information that we really shouldn't have access to. And since it literally almost went viral, they didn't really like that, and so they're fully implementing safety net now, so people don't have access to that information just in case Dokkan were to ever leak anything by accident, which I think I could make sense, but it is what it is. I want you guys to let me know what you think. Now, I think the good side, or like the pro to this situation, is that okay. So before, right? I think Dokkan itself, this is from more of like a content creator, from a more content creator perspective, right? I think Dokkan becomes a lot less competitive now. I'm not saying like, because Dokkan itself in the content creation realm is very saturated with a lot of content creators, including myself and every single person who does Dokkan, right? There's a lot of creators almost like every week trying to upload Dokkan content, which is, perfectly fine, do you, but it's a very saturated place. I think that because of this, it becomes less competitive, right? There's usually, right, when what's it called? When new units come out, you have YouTubers racing for the information, racing for uploading the level 10 links rainbow showcase before the unit even drops, right? So, or showcase, okay, never mind. You can't really do that anymore, right? And so everyone is forced to wait until the unit drops. Everyone is forced to summon for the unit, and everyone is forced to pull the unit as many times as they need to go ahead and do that showcase. So basically, it's a fair game for everyone, because not everyone has access to Trident or not Trident, but not everyone has access to the private server. Not everyone has access to specific data that so it's like it becomes a fair game for everyone in a sense, right? So I guess that is one pro if I had to look at it from the pro side. I definitely think there's more negatives here, but I still think that I think everyone in the community, the thing that made this community such a great thing is that there's everyone for everything, right? Like, there's someone for everything. Like if I wanted to go get assets, I go to the homemade Dokkan assets, right? If there was in-game data leaks or something, or data mining, I seriously, you got Air Dokkan, Hydros, all them people, right? Like it's we can depend on so many people, but now it feels like it's going to be taken away. So I definitely think there's more negatives, like I said, than positives, but I do still think there's light in this situation. Just definitely hard to see it now that a lot more things are being negatively impacted than positively impacted. So yeah, I want you guys to let me know what you think. How do you feel about all of this? And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.